What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing on this fine day? Wanting to get back to more Lipo basics today. Music? Why does the music do that? I don't understand. Anyway, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I ain't not as tired today, thankfully. Got plenty of sleep. Had a good day at work. After work, was able to go get some new tires put on my car. I already had new tires put on recently, but I didn't care for them as much, so I got some more track type tires for my car. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to this goofball of a channel called done by a guy named Gooniac. What's up? How's everybody doing? Thank you for those of you that are here. 7 people in the room so far, which is fine with me. Thank you very much. Just do be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Be sure to let people know that Gooniac's back on and on Wednesdays, and hopefully dropping some knowledge for y'all to use and stay safer in this hobby. Yeah, because there's lots of stuff that everybody wants to have the newest, biggest, baddest, bestest, and all that, and I do too. But people all often forget that there still are basics involved. So why not go back to them since everybody keeps trying to skip ahead and do other things? Let's just ouch. Let's make sure to keep everybody fresh. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. It's going to be more hands-on. It's going to be a different camera. I'm going to be stepping outside. I'm going to pull out the charger and show you guys some of the stuff that I do with batteries. Most of the stuff that I do, I don't even have to really think about, but I want to make sure that I'm sharing stuff with people so that they'll know what it is I'm talking about and know how to be safe with lipos, because lipos can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. But I've had people asking about how to recharge individual cells, how to bring back batteries that are too far discharged to be able to for your charger to recognize, and when is it okay to do this and when you shouldn't do this, and what to pay attention to while you're doing it. So that's what I'm going to do today after I talk to y'all for a little bit. Then we're going to head outside on the patio, because I don't charge inside. I charge out on my patio, which is a big concrete slab. So if anything goes wrong, which it has in the past, all I got to do is unplug, throw it on the ground, and wait. And I got a fire extinguisher, just go put it out, but whatever. Or dump water on it, or dump it in water, whatever. So we're going to do that. I'll show you all what it is that I do, how I do things. I have my RC car, this new little this cute little doohickey here, my all four-wheel drive little brushless buggy, or they call it a monster truck, whatever. I haven't charged it yet, but the battery's in there. It's a 2S. I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to see how it looks, having never plugged it into a checker or anything before. So we'll see how it looks on the charger. Very first thing, I ordered some parts for this. I ordered 2 extra batteries. It uses a little small 1050 milliamp battery. I'll have to measure it inside and see if I can figure out how to get some slightly larger batteries. But oops, didn't we do that? That is going to be fun. It should be a fun little thing. But I'm also planning on getting a Grom, because I like those things. Those things look pretty cool. The 4-wheel drive, I think it's called a BLX, I don't remember. And then I like the Vortex, so there might be a Vortex I'd be getting too. Vortex looks like a good price, 2-wheel drive, all that goodness. But anyway, there's going to be a little bit of car content, but it's going to be basically lipos, and we're going to go from there. But thanks to those of you that are here. Big Chris was the first person in here. As always, he's saying, "What's up, the pilots? Good to see you here, Big Chris. Hope your pops is doing all right." Jeff in Laura, Alabama is here. What's up with you? Thank you for being here. Hopefully you don't fall asleep again today. What the hell is that? My kids are acting crazy upstairs on the computer. If you haven't noticed, my computer's doing better because we got a new gateway, and they updated our internet service. So things are much better. So Jeff and Laura Alabama is here. Thank you very much for being here. Who else? I was chatting with everybody. Mr. Slapnuts Spencer is here with his world famous hairy logo there. Thanks for being here, Spencer. Mr. Victor RC Jets actually showed up today and doesn't have to go run off to go do something else. What's up, Victor? How are you? Hope the little lady's doing all right over there. And then we got CVO Hobo. What's up with you, CVO? How are you doing? I see a Harley there on your avatar, which is cool. Mr. the Fred Barron is here as well, and I hope you got to hear your favorite song playing there in the background. So thank you guys for being here. Like I said, there's only 7 of you guys here right now, which is fine. A lot of people watch this on the replay because I've been paying attention to the stats on the videos. So the day of, I don't get much, but people will watch them later, and then the views go through the roof, which is great. You don't have to watch it the day of, because sometimes live streams take a little longer than most people want to deal with them. They want to be able to fast forward and all that, and I get it. I understand. Watch it on the replay. But Wild Bill, what is up with you? Thank you for being here. Howdy, howdy. So today we're going to do a little bit more lipo talk, and I'll do that. So it's going to be going over some stuff and why it is that I do things the way that I do, and hopefully y'all will learn something. So let's see. Finally got my website back working. I didn't realize there's an issue with the inquiries, so I got that worked out. I sent out some emails today. I was wondering what happened to the inquiries because they slowed down, but they hadn't slowed down. There's just something going on with the website, but I got it back up and running. It's going the way it's supposed to. So that's the website there, Gooniac33.me. Anything about RC. Same thing with the burners and all that other stuff, and the Gooniac stacks and the Gooniac guns. All that stuff's kind of been sitting on the back burner because I've been waiting to get to a place where I could actually slow down and steady everything. But take a look down in the description. It'll show you how to support the channel in a few different ways. If you want to, however you want to do it, you don't have to. But if you'd like to, there are ways. You can even become a member of the channel. And since we have hit 3,000 subscribers, there is going to be a giveaway. So we're over 3,000 subs, which is great. Whole intent of this channel is just to get things out. It's not to be YouTube famous, but 3,000 subs is a great thing, especially considering that all of those are organic for the most part. It's just shorts that have been getting me to increase the amount of subs, which is great. Trying to increase the amount of views too. So liking, sharing, comment, subscribing, all that goodness, that all helps. But I'm gonna make sure to keep up with the chat. But we're going to have a giveaway coming up, so I'm sure that will get people excited about some stuff. But man, my kids are laughing like crazy up there. Mr. Lionel Randall, what is up? How you saying how to Wild Bill? Saying hi to a whole bunch of people. But Lionel Randall, thank you for being here. You always are a very loyal supporter, very much appreciated. I'd like to do more than that. And yes, thank you for bearing. 3K is great. A lot of people helped me get over the 1,000 subscriber mark, just so it get me monetized back in the days. It's taking a little while to get past that, but now that I know how to utilize shorts and to put things up in ways that actually get attention, I will get some more subs. But the views are more important, so I'm trying to get more views out, and I have been getting some views with the shorts that I've been posting. But and let's see what else is going on. Merchandise, there is still merchandise too if you guys are interested. I think it's scrolling down there. Things kind of slowed down and got weird for shipping there for a little bit, and I need to get a hold of them and ask about some stuff, but that's still there, and that's another way you can help support the channel as well if you'd like to. And that's enough of that. So let's let's see if I can find where that thing is, because I have all this other stuff. So what is new in RC since the last time we talked? Well, I can tell you what's new for me, because I went through Fair RC and I ordered some parts for this new little Colorado monster truck that I got here. So I ordered some parts, ordered some wheels. I was going to order some other parts, but didn't really see anything else that was needed. I'll figure out what upgrades I could do eventually. But I got some new batteries. That's the main thing. So I don't have to charge once and wait. Be able to go indefinitely. But anything else new that's happened in RC? I haven't really seen much. I haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention. There have been some good sales. And I just got some stuff from Fair RC, which still has quite a bit of things on sale. That truck that I got right here, let me see if I can find it. It's still on sale. It was only $89, $89.99, which is $90. But considering it's a little small, where is it? Sorry if everything's all bright white. But, let me show you guys what this thing is because it was a really good deal. But it's a monster truck. Yeah, it's still on sale, $60 off. It's brushless. So this is kind of a killer deal. Comes with everything ready to run. And it's already assembled and everything. All you have to do is charge that battery, put batteries in the transmitter, and you are good to go. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Lina Randall. But I just dropped that in the chat, so take a look at that. That's what I got. It's brushless, 4-wheel drive. It's got a 4-channel radio. Receiver. I have to look at the receiver too. But it comes with a battery, comes with everything you need to run, including some tools. $90. It's a pretty good deal. It's small, but you don't always need something really big. I got 11 people now. Cool, so that's good. So take a look at that. And then that's right, Lionel Rando, there is something that came out. The XFly C17 is actually shipping. FMS and Horizon are doing a 4th of July sale. And then so is Fair RC. So as far as that goes, now also y'all need to take a look at Hobby King because Hobby King has some sales going on. They've got some new batteries. I don't know much about them, but for the price, I don't care. They've got some 6000 6S packs for under $35. They say they're 100C, which I doubt, but anytime you can get a 6000 for that price, especially if we're going to use it in a prop plane, that's a really good deal. So I'm going to check that out. So check out Hobby King. Was going to probably buy some batteries from those guys just to try out so I can mix up what it is that I'm doing. I want to have a little bit of everything from everybody. So I'm not just going to be, I'm not going to be repping one brand because, as I say, no, I am not an influencer, nor am I paid to promote anything. I'm just here to help people out. I'll tell you what works for me and why I like it. But that's pretty much it. I'm not getting anything else out of it other than the enjoyment of knowing that I've helped people do something better with this hobby and be safer with what they're doing in this hobby. Now, one thing I didn't do was charge my tablet. That's 46%. That's not too bad. So we'll be all right. But anyway, so we're going to head out to the patio and take a look at the stuff that I've got set up. So I'll take my little car with me too, so I can pull that apart and show you the procedure that I go through to charge the battery. How am I going to charge the battery on that? Yeah, that's actually interesting. How am I going to do that? Because it's got a 2S pack, but it's got everything internal. Interesting. So they're expecting me to charge it off of their own little charger thing. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but that's what's there. So we're up to 15 now. Cool. So we got more people coming. Just Bashing It must have ended his show. Wiggle Fingers, what is up with you? Oh, influence me to do it right and safe. Yeah, see, that's the only way I want to influence people. I don't want to influence people to go get something because I got it for free. I don't work that way. I will spend money on something and tell you that it was money well spent. That's what I'll do. But yeah, thank you for being here, Mr. Wiggle Fingers. And to those of you that are new to the channel, the more you chat, the more likely you are to get an actual wrench. And then when I do the giveaway, there will be a giveaway for people that have wrenches. And then there will be a giveaway for people who have nothing. And then there will be a giveaway for people who are members. So figure out where you want to fit in. As they say here in the Bay Area, get in where you fit in. So do that. And we will one of these days have this giveaway. So, and it should be pretty soon. I think we should do it this summer. but I want to make sure that I give back for all that you guys have done for me over the years. JCB67, what is up with you? Thank you for being here. Pretty plain on your avatar. Speaking of which, I have a brand new F-86 that I still have yet to fly. And I have a brand new X-Fly Alpha Jet that I have yet to fly. And I have a brand new Yak that needs to be assembled and flown. Brand new Rafale. Brand new F5. All these new planes. Brand new FMS 1500 millimeter P-47. Brand new FMS P-51. All these planes that have yet to be flown. But I figured something out. So I have planes that I could fly at 4 different places. I have planes that I can hand launch and fly at the park called Baylands, which is right down the street from me. Then I have some more planes that I can fly at another park that's called Rancho San Antonio. That's going to be like a little dirt runway kind of bush style type flying. Then I have jets that I could fly, jets and airplanes I could fly at Livermore Flying Electrons. And if I want to take a much longer trip to go hang out with my guys, Ricky and Ty, I will go all the way out to Oakdale, which is about 98 miles away, and fly with them with my bigger jets. So yes, we have everything we need to get things going. TXK Flyer, what is up? And yes, they do store better in their boxes, but I have enough room. That's not the issue. It's just a matter of putting them together, getting them ready to go, and getting them to where I can fit them in my car and fly them. Jono, what is up with you? Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, Mr. Randy Macho Man Savage there. I see that. But good to see you. It's been a while. So I already have my phone. Had been charging, which is good. We're up to 86%, which is more than enough for what we need to go do. So let's get the phone ready to go out and check out the stuff that we're going to put on charge out there. So, but yeah, thanks to those of you that are coming in. I still see more people coming in, which is great. Thank you. So I'm going to get my phone set up to be. I have to get my other headphones. I'm going to try my Apple headphones and see if those work. You guys have to let me know how it sounds. These are too big. I can't get them to stay on my damn head. Even I got big ass head too. They work great, but see how they keep sliding down? I want to put them up here because then they slide down and feel all weird and all funky. Whack. So let's get back to that. And also I had rewards on FairRC and they let me use a whole bunch of money. I got like $40-something worth of rewards in FairRC right now, which is cool. So I will be right back because I got to set up these other headphones. So it's going to take me a little bit, and you guys got to let me know how it sounds. All right, I will be back. doing? Trying to set up my other camera, and unfortunately, it's not quite doing what I want. So, give me a second. I'm trying to get there. See if this will work. But I don't totally see it yet. All right, there we go. So, give me a second. Okay. So, let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me, guys? So, trying to get this set up in a way where people can see. So, let me know if you can hear. Just give me a thumbs up or something. And I'll get started on here. 1, 2. Which charger am I going to use? I'm just going to use, I'm going to use multi. So, reactor charger. Which is a multi charger. So anyway, let's see. Funny thing is, spectral batteries always tend to go dead on me, even though they're not. Even though they're supposed to be set to be off, that circuitry in there always runs and always drains them. So anyway, so I got some extras here. So we're going to use a couple of those today. So yeah, so let's do that. Let me get my little car out there too, so we can see that. But that uses the Deans. So here we got some new XT60s because I got some new batteries that are XT60s, and they are all going to be for my little park flyers. But the main thing I want to do, people were always asking about not only how to recover batteries that have been pulled too far down below where your charger will notice them or recognize them, but also how to bring back a pack fuse, or show how to bring back individual cells. And let's talk about the individual cells right here. This is what you use for that. See, there's a little spike there. That's what you use for your balance port to figure out how to get a cell that's too low up. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to do a recovery on one of these. So these are smart packs. I don't particularly care for these, but I do use them for things. The cool thing about them is that you're supposed to be able to plug them in, and you can see each individual cell just by plugging it in here. But as you can see, this battery is completely dead. So we have to find a way to get it back, because if you plug it into a regular charger to balance, I'm just going to use this, it will not recognize it because the voltage is seen as too low. So plug it into here, go to charge, plug it in, turn it on. Let's see, go to anyway, it's doing something weird. Okay, so it had Lipo, it was on Lipo, it was different voltages. Let's go down to 2.2. The amount of cells. 3. This is 4. Yeah, 4. And then you plug it in. Balance. Lead here. 4. And then you go to charge it. It says check battery low voltage. There is no voltage. So what we're going to do, pull this out. go to a different chemistry. So you go out, you can go to NiCad or nickel metal hydride. So we're going to go to NiCad for this case. Another thing we're also going to do is plug in the balance lead to the smart charger. As soon as voltage comes in, it's going to start lighting up there, and we'll be able to look. So I'm going to go to nickel metal hydride. You don't want to start at that high of a current, so I'm probably going to go at about 1 amp. And then, what's up, Dirty Max? I can't totally see everybody, but thanks to those of you that are coming on. I'm trying to get this thing going. So this is the balance checker plugged in. So let's get this going. So the charger is going to start charging. Voltage is going up slowly. Once we get the voltage up to about 9.9 volts, we're going to turn it off. So it's on. Let's turn it up to 1.5. So I don't know why it's saying voltage limit. Let's stop that. Current limit. No, okay, so there we go. Manual charge. I had it on the wrong charge. So we're going to go back to 1. You want it on manual charge. So I'm going to start out at 1 amp. And one thing you want to do is to check and make sure the battery does not get hot. And also to make sure that you get your cells up. So this is going to freak out because the cells are way too low right now. But as you can see, they're slowly coming up. So you have to get the voltage to where all of the cells are above 3 volts. So you want them to be at like 3.3 volts per cell. Won't take that long to get there. Let's see if I can get closer. Let's see what I'm doing. See in here, you can hear the birds. So right now the voltage is at 2.8. Well, it depends on which cell you're looking at. There's one cell. Oh, this is good. So there's one cell that's weird. And I can show you how to get just one cell to come up too. So one cell is at 2.89. Another one's at 2.9 now. Another one's at 2.9. One is at 2.4. And another is at 3. So that's good. So we can actually show you how we go through and find one of those cells to charge up. So this is good. To get to do it all at once. So we're at 11.5, still going up. Make sure the battery's not getting hot, because when batteries go dead, the internal resistance goes up. And when it comes to charging or discharging, they create heat. So 2.64. Well, that one's coming up. So we're doing all right. But we need this to be over 12 volts so that we can charge it with the charger without it freaking out. So we'll let that one go for a little bit. And then I have another one here. This one's dead too. Same deal. So right now we're at 12.5. I can increase the amperage if I want at this point. The smart charger is going to make noise. I mean the smart checker, because it's telling you, hey, the battery's too low. So, okay, so let's see. I sometimes use PB because, yeah, PB works too. The PB is the lead acid. That'll work because that's just straight volt. That's just straight charge. When you use nickel metal hydride or nickel or NiCad, you know that it's going to pulse and it's not just going to pump it. So that way, if you need a little bit of time to get to it and and remove it. It gives you time. That's the main reason why I use NiCad or nickel metal hydride, because it'll turn off. It will go full amps and stop, then full whatever amperage you figured out here. Um, so yeah, that works. So now we've got some voltage going in there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna stop it from here, leave that plugged in, go back to Lipo, select that, go to balance, to just regular charge, regular charge, and at 2.2. And with charge, as you can see, the batteries is holding, but not totally holding. With charge, it will ask you if you want to do low voltage. Confirm and charge. So there. So now it's actually charging. It's charging as 3S. Stop this. Okay, so now it's just doing a regular charge. Okay, so we've got that one cell that's weird, and it's not charging as a result. So that actually gives us a chance to charge that one cell. So we're going to do balance. Let's do fast charge. Fast charge will work. Let's see if it'll still charge. Not quite working how I want to with this one. I can do another battery at the same time though, so let's do that. We're going to get a different battery charging. And get this other battery off to the other side. Actually, what I should do is pull that here. Get this other battery going up above, and then we can get this one going too. So I've got two batteries that are dead. This one's a 3S, but strangely enough, they are both smart packs. So I'm going to use a higher amperage on this one. Yeah, that one cell's totally dead. So okay, so let's leave that. We're going to try it on this one. So this is a 3S. There's nothing working there. So this is still charging. It did a check. Let's go back and look. It's doing something. So it did a check first, and now it's charging. So okay, so now it's bringing back that other cell. So it did a check first, and now it's charging everything. So that's good. So now they're coming up. All of these are low, but as you can see, that other one's coming up now too. It's a 2.8, which is good. It's pulsing the charge to make sure that it's not going to kill the battery. So that's good. So I'll leave this going, but let's get this other one going. There's nothing on this. This one is not. This one has no voltage at all. It's a 3S. So I'm using the PB version this time. That's what TX Flyer was talking about. Big mosquito hawk just flew on. What the heck? Okay, so yes, battery is low voltage. See, that's why I don't use PB. Sometimes I don't use PB for that reason, because NiCad and nickel metal hydride are used to going down to full full flat. All right, so manual, we put it on 2 amps. And there we go. So now it's on nickel metal hydride, it's on 2 amps, and it's slowly ramping up charge. NiCad works different than nickel metal hydride. So as you can see now, the smart charger is actually working. Smart checker is working. Keep an eye on the battery. This is not done. Stop this. Put this back on Lipo charge. Let's see if it will balance this time. Okay, so one of these cells are way off, but by having it on the balance, it should bring it back. It might freak out at me, but it should move power to get the, yeah, see, it's moving to get that up. Okay, so now with this one, I have it on 2 amps, nickel metal hydride. Now it's already got those 3 cells up to 3.2 volts per cell, almost 3.9. Oh no, they're all even, 3.2. So I'll let that go for a little bit longer. And then I will switch it over. Now, the key to this, you cannot leave this and just go away. You've got to keep this monitored while it's on nickel metal hydride, because you don't want it to get to the point where it starts pumping it full of amps in a way that can hurt the battery. So these have been brought back for the most part. These are even, so that's good. That's the 3S. The 4S are still a little out of balance, which is fine. We'll fix that. 3.3, 3 of the cells are at 3.5. One of them's at 3.24, which is off, but not too bad. So, let us. This one's pretty much ready to be moved over. So we're going to stop it. We're going to go out, go back to lithium battery, go back to where it says charge, take the amperage down to 1C, which is 2.2. We've got to go quickly. Get down to 3S. Plug from there. Actually, we'll just start first. It's going to do its check, and then it's going to start. So as you can see here, I don't know if you can see on the, you can see there, battery is coming up 3.4 volts per cell. Once it gets to about 3.5, I can take this out of the balancer, take this from here and plug the balancer in to the charger itself. So it's close to 3.5, so let's do that. Right now it's not showing any cells because they're not plugged in. So now we know it's up to where the charger won't freak out. We're going to plug it in to the balance port for 3S. And there we go. So now it's showing 3.52, 3.51, 3.5. That's good. Now the key to this too is to make sure to check the voltage, check the temperature. Because if you notice that these are getting hot or even kind of warm, that means these batteries are done. None of your batteries should ever get warm when they're charging. If they're starting to warm up when they're charging, that means internal resistance is way too high. So, anybody got any questions? I can see the chat, but I can't really do anything about it right now. But there we go with that so far. So both of these, we're having a hard time coming back to life. This one 3.63, 3.63, 3.64. One cell is at 3.48. So we'll let it go for a little bit longer. And then if need be, I will go to each individual cell and check to see what the voltage is. It's the second to last cell. Oh, but it's coming up. So that's good. All right. So is that making sense to you guys? You guys get it? These batteries were dead. These are the smart packs too. So if I was to use this, I can control how they discharge, self-discharge, and I turned all of that off. But unfortunately, even when it's off, these things still have circuitry in them that drains the batteries. So it doesn't matter if that's set or not, it's still going to drain the batteries. These haven't been used for probably about 7 or 8 months. Normally that's not a problem. And the batteries will stay at the normal voltage, but since this is a smart pack, they have that circuitry in there that drains. So somebody's asking something. He uses a Pulse PLC 100 charger and bat safe. Oh, always charge. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can show it on stage. Okay. Uses a Pulse, that's the charger he uses. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, you can do it. It can be done. Good stuff. So it's good to see what people do. Now with batteries that have been taken down like this, it's best to check their internal resistance or check them on an actual load test and see how the cells do. If you want, you can actually get a charger that will tell you the internal resistance. This ISDT will do it. It will tell you the internal resistance in a pack. If you see, the main thing that you want to do with that is see if there's a see if there's a cell that is way off compared to the others, because that's what's going to cause heat. That's what's going to cause the battery to fail from one cell just kind of going bad, because that one cell with the higher internal resistance will drop faster than all the others. So now something to notice on this, I don't know if you guys can see it, that one cell, it's on balance charge right now. It's on charge, but since I have it plugged into the balance port, it's still balancing. So technically what I could do, and what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go back to balance charge, and then that's going to prioritize balancing the cells. So it's going to put more effort into getting the cells more balanced. So that's good. Randy, living good. What's up? I'm doing this for you, Randy. Hopefully you've seen some of this. So I'm bringing back a couple dead packs right now. So both of these were sitting in my discharged battery area, and they should still be okay, but for some reason these smart packs, even when you turn off the self-discharge, they still discharge themselves over time. So I don't use these to fly, but I do use them to power like a USB or something like that. So these guys are being brought back right now. This one was not as bad because all the voltage is pretty close across the board. Go back to balance. So again, when it's in balance, it prioritizes balancing the cells. So it's going to make more of an effort to get these cells closer as it's charging. That's what this is doing now too. So this is coming up. It's at 364 now, which is not that far off from 374, 375. So my rule of thumb is that you want a pack to be no less than, this is just my rule of thumb, 200ths out. So the second number over shouldn't be any more than 2 numbers different than the one next to it. So like on this one, 6 and 4. It should be 3-7 across the board, but the second number should be no more than 2 numbers off from the other one. If there is, there could be issues. So that's just my own weird rule of thumb. But so there's that. So since we have this one that has a weird cell, we're going to get that cell up by using this other method. So the battery's gone up enough. I'm not worried too much about it. It's 3.7. It's at nominal voltage right now. There is no heat, which is good. Like that. So now we're going to switch over to a different method. So with this one, I have to use a Dean connector. And let's leave that there. We can see. I have to use a Dean's connector for this connector here. So I'm going to choose that one cell that is not where I want it to be. So can't do it on balance because it's 1. That's why it's Lipo. So can't do balance. We've got to do charge. Because that way I can just do 1S. Which we're going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what each cell is. Now, when you use this type, you've got to be careful because you don't want to use too high of a current because that's those little spikes. These little spikes aren't going to allow you to use much current. So let's start with 1. I'm purposely going to go through all 3 just to show you the voltage. We're going to keep the amperage low. I want the amperage to be like 0.8 for 800 milliamps. We're on 1S. So let's see what that one is. That's 3.7, which is what all the others were. So we're going to stop. We're going to go to the next one. Just 1 over. That's 3. Okay, that's good as well. So stop that one. Go 1 more. There you go. This is the cell that's low. So what you can do here, you just have that one cell charging through the balance lead, and you get this up to what the others are at, and then you will be able to balance it better. So this one cell could have fairly high resistance right now from sitting, so it might take a while to do this. But the more you crank up the amperage on this, the worse it works. So it's better to leave it low. I'm going to turn it up to a little over 1, just to see what I can do. So I went to 1.1 amps. You don't want to go much more than that because this is a really tiny connector. So the goal is to get this to 3.7. And right now we're at 3.63. So the others are closer to 3.7. So if we get this closer to 3.7, when I put this on the balancer, it will actually do it. So let's check out. Yeah, Dean's plugs are awful. I don't actually use Dean's. I use, they're called T plugs. So they're actually stronger. This is a Dean's. This is an actual Dean's. And they are absolute doo-doo. What I use are a different one called a T plug. It's made of a different material. And they can actually take more amps. These can take in the neighborhood of 80 to 100 amps, no problem. I actually had some of these go over 100 with no issues. They don't even get hot. But for the most part, if I'm going to be using anything over 40 amps, I will use an EC5 or XT30. Or XT90. XT90s can't even use as much as EC5s. So, but these are different than Deans. These actually work better than Deans. It's different material, different plastic. They're not plastic. They're a type of what do you call it? Different. Something's better. Some kind of polycarbonate. Anyway, yeah. So Dean's plugs. There's nothing wrong with Dean's plugs if they're used the right way. And if you're just using basic low amperage stuff, these work great. But that's your best bet, one of these. Or the XT90. XT90s actually don't do as good as EC5s, but it's a step in the right direction. So anyway, let's check our other pack over here. This is the 3S. And this one's actually doing pretty good. 3S 2200 Smart Pack, and it's at 3.83 all the way across the board. Yeah, it's doing good. 2.2 amps, no issues, no heat, not getting hot. So yeah, and yes, Fred Barron, it is Super Deans. Yeah, they work really good. Used to have a twin 64 A10, and it used 6800 4S pack, and it would pull close to 100 amps, and that connector was not phased in the slightest, so it worked. Okay, so let's back over here. This guy, this guy is at still 1.1 amps, charging through the balance lead right here, through the balance lead. 1.1. Let's make sure that none of this is hot, none of that's hot. So we're at 3.67, 3.8, which was for that one cell, which is good. So then when we plug it into balance, it will actually balance because it's closer in percentage, or closer in voltage. So 3.68. So let's stop it there. And I'm going to take it back to this side. Right here. You notice I'm using an XT60 with an EC3. Put it into there and get it on balance charge. Check all the cells. Now that one cell's still off quite a bit, and it feels like it got a little warm. So I think that cell is probably going to give us problems in the long run. So again, I don't use this battery for flying. I use it for powering equipment on the ground. So I'll have to leave it. Oh, it's doing better though. I have to leave it on the charger for a while to get it completely balanced. And then if I do leave it, yeah, that's one cell's getting hot. Then it's going to need to sit here for a while. I wouldn't use this in a plane. That one's doing good. So there you go. So that's part of it. And again, this is showing if you notice that there's any kind of temperature in there while you're charging, that in itself is a problem. You can't do that. Shouldn't do that. And definitely watch it, because if you notice it starts getting hotter as you go, just turn it off. But it appears to be okay. So yeah, so that's it. And I mean, so you've seen a little bit of two things here. So again, this is the part that I use. You can either buy it or make it. It's got the little spike there that you can go into each individual cell. This one uses a Dean's, but you can use a JST, you can use an XT60, XT, whatever. Because you're just using one cell, but you can't use too much power or you will fry it. So, cool, I'm going to leave this stuff on. But, let me go get my truck. So, got my new truck here. These little things out. Yep. So, there's their version of a Dean's connector. This is a really low current little thing, so I'm not worried about it. But here's the battery. It actually slides in there. So the way that they want you to charge it is by using their own little charger. I'm going to use a Dean's. So I'm just going to go to charge. Change it to 2S. And let's go to 1000 milliamp 2S. Let's go to 1C, which is, it should be 1100, but it's 1050. I'm just going to put that like that. And we're going to charge. So I have to find another way to. So I'll have to get a little extender for here, or find a different way to check it, because it's recessed. It's recessed into here. We'll figure that out. Actually, no, I know how to do it. I can take one of my balancers that I use for my burners and cut that and make it work. But it's all good. We'll do it another day. All right, so let's take a look at the chat. So yeah, EC5s are my favorite. So the EC5s with the bird cage are my favorite, but some of these, like this, you need to spread those out to make sure they make even connection. Same with this style. But there's another style that has, I call it a bird cage, where it makes more of a complete connection. It looks like this. That makes a good connection too. So we're charging. Charging all these different packs. So we're doing good. So this is doing all right, but that one's way too low. The others are at 3.8, and that one in the center is at 3.74. Does feel just a tad warm, and that's just because internal resistance has gone up. So anyway, that's some of what we do for getting our batteries the way they need to be. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave it at this. I'll leave this stuff charging and come back and check it later. This one's doing good. This one's still a little off. And that's doing fine. So I got a couple more of these batteries coming. I have to make an adapter for the balance port. And then we will. That's easy to do, though. I'm one of the weird ones that knows how to do the soldering to make that work. So I'm going to switch from here and go back to the computer. So I will be back. Okay. All gone. All right. So we've got. God, these headphones too big. So here we go. So we're back. So is there any other questions we got here? I'm going to turn the camera off for a second because I need to go get a drink. But any other questions, pop them up now. The cat's looking at me crazy because I'm making so much noise as I'm walking past her. Feedback is gone. But anyway. So is there anything else? Randy Living Good, did that help you? Because I know that's what you were asking me last week. So I've had really good luck with these over the years. The ones that have given me the biggest problems are the kind that you've got to expand, because I've had some where only a couple pins were touching, and that's what made things melt. So over time, it's hard. It's harder to keep those. I mean, you have to keep going in there and making sure that they're spread out enough. Okay, so Randy, that's what I think you may have missed. Did it die? God damn it. Let's get that thing charging. I have a fan that completely died. Oh me. There we go. Ah. Where's the wife? She's not here yet. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I showed earlier. I don't know if you missed it. So the pack that I had, both the packs that I had were totally dead. Completely dead. Nothing showed on the checker at all. So and it's okay, don't worry about that. If you just want to go back into the stream and look, you can see it. Once the stream's over, you can go back and it'll show you how I did it. So all you have to do is connect the balance a checker to your balance lead. Go to nickel metal hydride mode and then plug in your pack. Don't make the amperage too high. Usually around, people say 400 or 500 milliamps. That might be too little. I usually do around an amp, and then turn that on and let the voltage come up. Pretty soon the checker will start registering. Once you get your voltage over 3.5 volts per cell, that's when you can switch it to actual charge mode on there. And then you can start fiddling with the different types. Let's go back to here. So yeah, does that make sense, Randy? All you got to do is, Urban Legend, what's up? I'm glad to see you're here. Thank you. And so, guys, the thing about live streams, which is cool, even though I'm doing this live, if you want to check later, wait for this to be over, save it, and go back and look, skip around to see where it is that you want to see. So you can skip around and see, but it took me a while to get to that point. But that's what you do. So I'll just talk you through it again. Randy Living Good. What you do is you connect your battery, go to nickel metal hydride mode, make sure it's on manual and not auto. Put it on manual, and then you will connect the balance checker to your balance lead. and then you take you turn on, depending on the size of the battery. Most batteries will do fine on 1 amp, even if it's a big pack. So put it on 1 amp, and then turn it on and watch it, and then check it and make sure it doesn't get hot. But watch it and feel on it every now and then, make sure it's not getting too hot. Make sure that you're I can't see if you can see it. This is just water. Make sure that you are monitoring the cell voltage, because your most chargers will not charge packs that are under 3.5 volts per cell unless you have it set to do that. So try to get it to where you're at 3.5 volts per cell. Once you get there, go to charge, not balance, go to charge. Click it on 2.2 or whatever the size of the pack is, 1C or a little bit less. Leave that balance checker connected. Turn it on. With its regular charge, the balance lead does not need to be plugged in to the charger, but you can leave it on the balance checker. So once the checker is at a steady above 3.5 volts per cell, unplug the checker and plug the balance lead into the charger and let it do its thing. Monitor that battery though. Make sure that all your cells stay even and that none of them heat up. That's the most important part. Make sure that they don't start getting hot, because a pack that has been discharged too far, you can only do it so many times before they end up just not taking a charge. You increase the internal resistance every time that you kill a pack or take it below what it's supposed to do. So monitor it. Leave it outside. Don't charge it in your garage. Don't charge it anywhere in your house. Charge it on concrete someplace away from your house. But make sure to monitor it. Don't leave it unattended, because that's where most people make the mistake. They will charge it and just leave it, and the next thing you know, their house is on fire. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And again, if you want to see more of this stuff, just throw out suggestions as to what it is you want me to do for live streams, and I will do it. I know not too many people are doing this kind of stuff because they think that it's still really basic. It is basic, but it's also really important. So just to give you an example of what I do at work too, because I have I maintain a fleet of government vehicles, some of which are electric, and we use series connections with our electric stuff. And I'm going to stop the camera. So I have 72, 36, 72, and 48 volt systems. And if one of those batteries in those packs don't work right, it causes all kinds of problems. So we have one of our loaner carts that is 48 volts, and it is not working right. And when I popped the hood and looked at the batteries, there's one that's blown out. So when that happens, the whole pack just goes doo-doo. So I've gone through and I've checked all the batteries. I have this charger that will check each individual battery and charge it. Out of that whole pack, there's 8 batteries, 6 volts each. 4 of them were bad. Good news is I have another pack that had 4 good batteries. So I can take out the bad ones, put in the good ones, and still have a little bit more life left. But funny thing is, though, actually, when they're trying to charge, if the resistance is too high, they will make noise, snap, crackle, pop, start hissing, making all that stuff, because they're just turning that amperage into heat instead of actually into what needs to be done. So even though it's a different chemistry and a different application, it still works the same as it does with lipos or any of the stuff that we use that's in series. It could even be nickel metal hydride or NiCad packs or lithium ion packs or whatever. If one of those cells don't work the way you want it to, it's going to cause all kind of problems. And then if need be, I'll do a load test here on screen for you guys too. But that's pretty much it. That's going to be it for me today. But I hope you guys got something out of it. Randy, I mainly did this for you. So just go back and look. And then if there's anything else y'all want to talk about at another time, let me know, because I'm actually going to start getting back to doing more wrenching on screen here. So if I do a giveaway, it's going to be on a day when I know people can be around, Lionel. So I'll make sure to do it in a way that it works for people on the East Coast, and on a day when everybody should be around. So I'll make it work. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. I plan on being back next Wednesday, unless I do something in between that's pretty cool. And yeah. So Randy, if you have any questions after this, put them in the comments, because you can make comments to this video after. So anyway, that's it. Adios, people, and I will see y'all soon. Okay, talk later.